I'm going to show you how to add a classroom out of Google Classroom into GoGuardian so that you can start and end sessions. Sessions are what locks kids into certain apps or allows you to look at what they have on their Chromebook. So, first of all, I'm in Classrooms and I'm going to hit Add Classroom. I'm going to name it. I'm going to pick a fancy color and I'm going to add from Google. When I add from Google, I can actually choose. These three have already been used, but I can choose a class to import. So I'm just going to pick this one. And I can choose to set a weekly schedule for this. I'm not sure. You really need to make sure that you do this correctly, because if you mess up and you do an A day when you meant a B day, it's going to lock kids into a website that another teacher might actually not want them to be in, or they might be stuck. If you're going to do this, make sure that you are putting it together accurately. But you can also skip it. And if you skip it, these are the students in my class, okay? So I can always sync my students from Google, which means if I add students, and I hit sync, it'll pull them into this class automatically, which is awesome. Now, a session is going to lock people into where I want them to be or allow me to observe them. So it has some default lengths of time here. So you kind of just have to pick one. And just know that if you start this 10 minutes into class, that student is still not going to be unlocked until 45 minutes later. So if I start a session, and I won't leave this for very long, I will be able to see their screens, and I don't want to, so I'm going to end the session. We all need to really be making sure that we click that red End Session button, because if we don't click that End Session button, again, kids are going to be locked into whatever the previous teacher, they're going to be locked into where we want them to be locked, not necessarily their next class's teacher. And so far, we've already had that happen. So make sure you hit End Session. If you have classes created in Google Classroom already and you pull them into GoGuardian, even if you don't plan on using GoGuardian, you can pull those kids into your own session by starting a session. So if you get some classes just set up in here, that'll help you troubleshoot in case somebody else messes up.